What up, my Cybies? We're just having a yapping and drawing stream this week. Probably a short one, too. Oh man, I might have gotten a little too high playing Dustborn last night. You guys should go watch those streams, though. It's coming out very funny. I'm glad I decided to do this. How is everyone today? I'm going to make a push to finally finish these goddamn pages, I promise. I keep saying that. I end up doing some more work for Cougar. Nothing I'm posting, it's just I'm starting drawings that another team are gonna finish. Hello. So we're just gonna yap and draw, I guess. We'll just talk about whatever, like we usually do on these. I have to check Discord, though, see if Kaiser has sent me something. He usually does at the beginning of streams. Oh, no, no, playing Dustborn has been absolutely worth it, despite it being so painful. Hey, Jaden, what's up? I'm glad you're doing better. It's like, there's just a lot to sink your teeth into there. It is bad. It's very bad.
Nick Wolf sent a super chat. Pal's Mad Pat came up last stream. Not gonna lie, I might just vote for him just to hear him say hello America, welcome to the State of the Union, giving a new meaning to 100-day guarantee.
I mean, what were the choices, right? It was Matt Pat, Mr. Beast, and somebody else for president, and I immediately said Matt Pat. Thank you for the $10. Oh, yes, the kittens claim I'm unemployed. If only they knew how much I make from streaming. They might be angry. The kittens are very angry. Yeah, that's been the troll line, like, oh my god, get a job, be employed. Guess what, kids? I've had normal jobs, have you? I've been an artist trying to function in the real world. I did my dues. How about you get a fucking job? I like how it's always these kids who are probably living with their parents and, like, going to college and not working at all who say that to me. No, hell yeah, I'd vote for Matt Pat for president. Fuck yeah, he's already becoming a politician. But yes, Dustborn has been great because it's one of those things that's really good to, like, really dissect and tear apart and analyze to just see why it's so badly written. And then it's got that layer of having been made by Europeans who don't really understand American culture outside of Hollywood blockbuster movies and Twitter. So it's like aliens trying to write something that appeals to us. It's so funny. And it keeps being accidentally unwoke to the point that you wonder if it's a satire, but it's not.
Solar sent a super chat. I thought the night's music would still be playing.
Oh, sorry about that. No, I usually play songs I like during the normal yappy streams. I'm playing Miracle Musical right now, apparently. So I have my little music thing up at the top now. You can see what song's playing if you like any of this music. I also have a Spotify playlist. I link it from my Tumblr. That you can go listen to all the music I play on stream. I only play things I'm allowed to play on YouTube, otherwise I'd be playing a much wider variety of music. But there's a few things now that have revenue sharing, like Miracle Musical, like Flogging Molly and stuff, so I can play that shit now, which makes me happy. I will share my ad revenue if it means I get to play music I like. Oh, do you want me to show the Dustborn fan art you sent me last time, Kaiser? Okay. Okay, we can do that. Hang on a second. It's really fan art of me, I suppose. I can voice act it again. Like I did at the first Dustborn streams. Not everybody comes to the game streams, you know? Not everybody can come to the game streams, we know. So yes, here's the fan art Kaiser sent me. Let's maybe put on some more fitting music. That's fine. It's like, no! I thought I had more time! I can feel the curse changing my body! I want to smash the patriarchy! So in Dustborn, there's this terrible character named Sai, and, I said chat could bully me over it, but we've all just been like, oh my god, shut the fuck up, Sai. Like, everybody in the game is like, or like, it's like a bunch of Norwegians try to do Joss Whedon dialogue, like they're trying to make them all snarky and relatable, but they come across as like the most entitled, insufferable Portland assholes ever, you know? Even though they're from Pacifica, because California became its own country, and now it's like fucking Night City and like a horrible technocratic corporate hellscape. So, California's evil in this quote-unquote woke game. And the main character is an angry black woman who can only hurt people with her words. And we just found out she's pregnant and about to be a single mother. No, this isn't a satire. This was one man, Ragnar Thor something, who runs Red Thread Games, who got brain rotted by 2016 political American Twitter and decided to make this game. And the thing is, though, there's some stuff in it that's, like, actually good. Like, I like the Telltale Games comic book style of it. Like, the UI is actually very well made. Like, and, like, the general concept could work. That's the frustrating part about it. Actually, what was I was showing, like, an interview with the guy earlier. It was somebody translated it on Reddit. Here we go. I'll bring that up, why not? So, the guy's name is Ragnar Tornquist. That is the most Nordic name I've ever heard in my life. So, yeah, since various people were even wondering if it isn't satire, because, yeah, it comes across like it's a satire by Republicans, you know? So here's an interview from 2018 when they started working on the game. It was supposed to come out in 2020, ended up coming out in 2024. It's like, we discussed it today, actually, how we feel powerless. We are working on a game which will be a very angry political game. Unfortunately, I read the news from the moment I wake up and get angrier and angrier as the day goes on. I would go on a demonstration train for human rights, for social justice, because everything I feel is under attack from Trump, from the right, from the Republicans. Sir, you live in Norway. What are you talking about? What Republicans? Are the Republicans in the room with us right now? You're from fucking Norway. I don't even know what your politics are like. And you shouldn't know anything about ours either. But yeah, I would go on a demonstration train for human rights, so why did you not do that? Why didn't you spend your time and money doing that instead of making this terrible fucking game? No wonder it's like no wonder the game is like all champagne socialist privileged people acting like activists and revolutionaries. Because that's what this guy is. You know? But he's like mimicking like American political Twitter outrage without any of like the cultural context. He doesn't live here. You know? It's so weird. Like, why did you do this? I hope we can make it. The game that will be our voice. We'll shout out to the world. Games are usually not that political, but we want to mix entertainment with politics. Oh, buddy, I'm pretty sure Hideo Kojima beat you to that, like, fucking 20, 30 years ago. Yeah, American liberal brain rot, but this guy is from Norway, which makes it even weirder. The goal is to have it out in 2020, so they started this fucking shit in 2018. And it didn't come out until 2024. Like, holy fucking shit. Here's another interview from him. That's the game I decided when Trump was elected that we had to make. Because as game developers, what can we do in this world? You're from Norway! I feel like we're not doing anything to contribute positively to the world we're living in. Then sell everything you own and go out and be a protester then. I don't know. Go be an activist then. Or just be an entertainer and stop acting like you have any impact on this shit. Not everybody can be an activist, okay? We all have our roles in life. My role is to entertain people and give them a break from this shit. I know my place.
Solar sent a super chat, and would have a stroke if he heard the LMFAO.
Oh, God. But it's just so fascinating, because again, this is through the lens of someone who isn't American. And a bunch of writers who aren't American trying to replicate American pop culture and American Twitter politics. It's insane. It's insane. And waiting for Miss Jasmine's to come through. Hello? Hello? Oh, there it
Miss
goes.
Jasmine sent a super chat, very angry. Much politics. Meanwhile, the nicest people in the game so far are almost all of the antagonists.
I know! Like, the people we're following, except for Eli, who just got added to our group because the plot said so, have been, like, complete fucking douchebags. Like, the biker gang are nice, the justice people are not that bad, they hardly even seem fascist, you know? So, like, what is going on? Let's see, of course we're going to get that criticism. Of course it's going to be a lot of people yelling at us. Fine. We're not afraid of that. We're used to being yelled at. If you go to the Steam page for Dreamfall chapters, most of the threads there about how the politics of Dreamfall cast is how the game is a Marxist propaganda and stuff like that. Oh, I'm so brave. Did you know in the forums on the Steam page for my game, people are calling it Marxist? I am so used to strife and opposition. Holy fuck. Yeah, and JFK of all people made fascism happen in this alternate history of America.
Tyson sent a super chat. This game made me pro-cop.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out and become a fascist now. The game made me straight too. The only person I want to romance is the daddy who knits. Like, he's obviously straight woman bait. Yeah, I said it could have been Nixon because the whole backstory is JFK. Oh, hang on a sec.
Sent a super chat. A land of the truly freed Emmett. Armstrong 2013.
If Armstrong was just the bad guy in this game, it would make so much sense. But no, like, the backstory is JFK survived his assassination and Jackie O died instead. And so JFK remarried Marilyn Monroe and together they plunged America into fascism.
Some last name sent a super chat. Imagine if the Sailor Guardians discover weed.
I mean, maybe I'm a Sailor Guardian, you don't know. But no, like, so, like, that makes no sense. Like, unless they were going for some sort of irony that, like, the president that was assassinated for being too progressive ended up ushering in fascism, but they don't seem to be having that angle or doing anything with it. And it seems to be more Marilyn Monroe's fault that there's fascism. And it's real cool trick that he married Marilyn Monroe a year after she died. But, okay. Or even a few years after she died. And she's apparently still alive and 104 years old, according to the game. So...
Nicholas Tyson sent a super chat. Funny thing is Callie didn't vote for JFK in 1961.
I know, but like, if you wanted to go with a president, just make it Nixon. Just have, instead of resigning, and instead of getting impeached, Nixon just declares martial law and plunges us into fascism. Like, that's so easy. Like, it was right there. But again, these people aren't American. So they don't really know much about our history, don't have the context an American would have. And that's kind of what makes it so fucking fascinating to me. You know, if this was just a failed woke game made by Americans, it wouldn't be as interesting, you know? But yes, if you want to catch up on the Dustborn streams, I'm not streaming it tonight. So I'm gonna resume tomorrow night. So you have time to go watch the first two streams if you really want to see how batshit fucking crazy this game is. And listen to my criticism. But we're also being constructive. We're all talking about the ways the plot could have been improved, you know? And what could have been done differently as an exercise.
Solar sent a super chat. Even geek leftists think this game sucks, Lamau.
I wouldn't consider myself a giga leftist. Oh, shit, hang on a second. I have to go get a package that was just left on the front porch. BRB. Yeah, sorry about that. It's gonna rain any minute, so I had to go grab it. Yeah, they could have used Reagan. They could have made up a president. You know, like... It's insane. But it's been very fun to play, just because it is so much fun to pick apart and just wonder at their weird writing choices. What'd you send me, Kaiser? What the fuck is this? Bring me the snoots of those traitors! Is he wearing Mia as a jacket?
Awesomeness. Sent a super chat. Anything is possible by the power of bad writing.
Yes. Is this an Invincible reference? Yeah, I figured. I need to catch up on Invincible still. I've only watched, like, the half of the second season, and then I just didn't get back into it yet. Oh, the game is just funny. What do you mean about Anthony's character as the Rose Bride? She's pretty fucking complicated. Like, to what aspect in general?
Dana_Brain sent a super chat. Also, the pacing is just bad. Things just happen.
Yeah, I don't know if it's because I'm skipping the combat, because it's pointless anyway. But yeah, the scenes are pretty disjointed and disconnected. It's very similar. I kept comparing it to Beyond Two Souls because it keeps like jumping back and forth in the timeline for no reason, just to give us information we should have had already, you know. And it's very David Cage-like writing, so no wonder the fuck it was published by Quantic Dream, you know. Even though I don't think he was directly involved. But it has a lot of similar problems to David Cage's games. Honestly, Jaden, you'd probably be better off going to otori.nu and reading essays on Utena. It would probably be a better dissertation than I could give right now on just a casual stream. Yeah, Mickey Mouser saying, I'm European, and even I don't know why they went for JFK. Like I said, the only thing I can think of is they were trying to make it ironic. Well, yeah, I was joking that it should be Nixon, and he should have a robot head, like in Futurama. just make it Nixon, and he's just like in a robot body. Nixon's back, baby! In fact, let me find that Futurama scene, because it's really fucking funny. Aru! Yeah, I love how we, like, just reduce all of our presidents into, like, fucking weird-ass caricatures of what they sounded like. It's like... My ISP is trying to silence me again. What the fucking hell? How does this keep happening to me? Okay, it's getting... Okay, it's back. It's back. Swear to God, my ISP just fucking throttles me. You know, I upgraded my plan. I should be getting better connection than this. Unfortunately, we only have choice between two different companies here. Neither one of them are that great. Yeah, the VA work in Dustborn is really bad. I think because none of the people in it have been in anything else.
Awesomeness. Sent a super chat. I blame Nixon.
Yeah, we can all blame Nixon, always. It's because I was looking up Robo Nixon, it just throttled me? What the fuck? Like, I think there's the main lady has been in stuff, Dominique Tipper, and I caught that she was British because her accent slipped a few times. I'm looking at the IMDb right now, but like, yeah, these people haven't been in anything else. Like, the main lady, she's been in... The last thing she was in was Dustborn. And she's had some bit parts in some other TV shows and video games. And, that's about it. So, yeah, none of these people, like... Where is she from? British! I knew it! I knew it!
Nick Wolf sent a super chat. I can't believe it. He won by a single vote.
I knew there was something I forgot to do today! Yeah, none of these people have really been in anything else. This guy who voiced Eli, he's the flattest motherfucker. He's supposed to be an epic storyteller, and, like... Yeah, he's been in, like... 3 things, and he played a character named Eli in something else as well, called Dirt. Is this related to Dustborn? No. But yeah, so this guy's been in, like, nothing as well. He's supposed to be a storyteller, and he's just, like, so flat. And, like, sounds like he's reading off cue cards. So yeah, none of these people have really been in much. The person who did Gnome doesn't even have a fucking picture. And has been in, like, 2 other things. What the fuck is this, like an Angry Birds puppet show? Refresh the stream if it's still getting buggy for you. According to my end, we're back to normal. Yeah, so it's a combination of bad voice directing and just inexperienced voice actors. And, like, there were so many scenes that were clearly supposed to be comedic, and the actors just cannot carry the dialogue or the timing, and it's just painful. Yeah, it's about the power of words and the voice direction is just garbage. I mean, for a while I was like, are these all people who are, like, Norwegian doing American accents? That would explain some of the bad acting. Because, like, Pax, again, I heard her accent slip a few times. I was like, she sounds like she's not American. And no, she's British, so, yeah. So that would explain that. But there was a few ways she pronounced things where I was like, hold on a second. You're not American. Because you know how, like, that's a lot of weird voice acting, especially in early David Cage games. Because it's a bunch of French people putting on American accents. So it just sounds really fucking weird and awkward. Norman Jaden, FBI. Norman Jaden.
Nicholas Tyson sent a super chat. Ian Potter, the Australian stockbroker, businessman and philanthropist who died in the 90s, is a VA in Dustborn?
Maybe? I don't know. Time is all screwy in that game. Well, the people who made it really cared about it. H.J. Faze. I can't pronounce anybody's name. So they really cared about it, but again, they're basing it entirely on what they see on American Twitter. And that's why it comes across like a satire, but they were doing it sincerely, which is just what makes it so interesting to me. I mean, yeah, the dialogue and the characters are awful, but we've had such a fun time just, like, dissecting it and thinking of ways, like, okay, how could they have improved the story? Because I do think the concept could have worked. Like, okay, you have the power of words literalized as, something that, like, a power the characters have. That's cool. You could do something with that. You have an alternate history desert punk America that's broken up into different dystopian fascist regions. You could do something with that. But the problem is they're just they're just made a game about, like, Twitter keyboard warriors because they thought that culture was, like, how all Americans think, I think. You know? And it's like, so that sort of layer there makes it less offensive and more just hilariously fascinating. Oh, it would be funny, though, if it was a bunch of Americans who made this who accidentally, like, went against all of their own messaging, where all the characters are just entitled pieces of shit. Because, like, I was complaining about it, because, like, one of the last things that happened was, we have a robot driving our tour bus, because we're undercover as a band as our cover story to go across fascist America, because that makes sense. And the robot suddenly took off with the bus, stranding us at a gas station. So what do the characters decide to do to get out of this situation? Well, the sensible thing, which is to attract a biker gang, beat them up and steal their bikes. Because we can just rob people because we needed it. Because we're the heroes. We're the good guys. We're fighting fascism by beating up vagrant and homeless bikers and stealing their shit. We're not looking at much today, Atman Kuden. I'm just doing my normal yappy art stream. Probably only gonna be a 2-hour one. We're talking about the game I've been playing. Which is just fascinatingly hilarious. And you guys should come to the next one if you can. Probably 6 or 7 p.m. tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, the robot is the only enjoyable character so far, though I miss its old voice. They transitioned my robot without asking me. Are we the baddies? Like I said, from what I remember, I think toward the end of the game, Pax has some kind of self-introspective revelation that maybe she's kind of an asshole. But it's like not even enough. And the game still just kind of excuses all of her terrible behavior. Actually, I was reading the prequel comic they put out earlier. I gotta show you guys this shit. That's what we're looking at today. We're just talking about Dustborn some more because I'm just hyper fixated on it right now. Oh, we can talk about Digital Circus in a minute. I gotta show you guys this shit. Let me find it. I was just on the website earlier. So, for one thing, look at this. Look how much they have to stretch for good ratings. Oh, IGN Spain gave it an 8 out of 10, guys. And Sports Illustrated and Empire Magazine, you know, the magazines that gamers tend to turn to. So they have, like... Where is it? They have, like, a prequel comic for this shit. And their backstory is so fucking obnoxious. But again, look at, like, the art. Look at the design. Like, all this shit's actually kind of good, you know? It's just the characters are fucking insufferable.
Sawesomeness. Sent a super chat. Skip Wolf Among Us for this. Am proud of you.
No, we will play Wolf Among Us. Don't worry, we will play it. But look, I could have gotten the digital bonus version and gotten this fucking jacket, I guess. They won't even let me dress the character, though. I don't get to choose. It's bullshit. I don't care about your game trailers. Where's the fucking prequel comic? I think I linked to it in my Discord. I'll have to go find it if I can.
Miss Jasmine sent a super chat. Could have had them hitchhike and still wind up meeting the bikers. Could have gotten a nice bonding scene while walking, then the bikers show up to fight.
Yeah, right? They could have just walked down the fucking road and maybe had a heart-to-heart. Like, you could have gotten a physical edition with a map and a bunch of stickers and shit, guys. Let me find this. Where was this? I was bitching about it earlier in my fucking Discord. I think we were in the drama chat, because we don't even keep track of what we're chatting in. And we started talking about Hi-Fi Rush. Oh, come on, where is it? I was just bitching about it. Don't mind me. Dead air, dead air. Well, I think I just found the page I wanted to bitch about anyway. So, like, the backstory is they're living in Pacifica, which is, like...
Weak Freak Animation sent a super chat. The scores for the game is also made here in Norway.
That's amazing. So, yeah, the backstory is they're in Pacifica where everybody has to work on a gig economy, but they were employed. Pax keeps saying she was a con artist, but by con artist, she means she would just con her DoorDash delivery customers. So this guy said he's not tipping because the food is cold and she was late. And then she uses her powers to brainwash him into thinking he hadn't paid already, making him pay twice so she can take the difference. And we're supposed to be rooting for her. What did this guy do that he was, like, worthy of scamming, you bitch? She's like, I'm tired of getting paid minimum wage. I'm just gonna scam my customers. How could this not be tracked in the app? Like, how have you not been caught doing this? So yeah, she just scams people out of a few more dollars that she skims off the top and calls herself a fucking con artist. But of course our black main character has to do illegal things, guys. But she's the hero. She's the hero, you see. Oh, comics. Actually, I think it's right fucking here. Yeah, so this isn't even in the fucking game. So look at this is them struggling. They've got a computer. They've got a pretty nice apartment. Their friend is a rich entrepreneur from Hong Kong, by the way. She's like, screw this billboard. It says, Pacifica, resettlement for refugees. Yeah, fuck those people. So, she just decides they're gonna move to Canada out of fucking nowhere. Because they're just living in California has become a technocratic corporatocracy. So they're trying to make it Night City, but it doesn't look that bad, actually. And then, oh no, they have to work as food delivery people. How degrading. They're better than that. Ugh. Can you believe they have to work for a minimum wage delivering food to people? Who she done this scams because she wants to? She's not fighting fascism here. She's just scamming people. But that's not even how her powers work. I don't know why your super chats... The super chats are fucking lagging now. But that's not even how her powers work. Her only power is to quote-unquote trigger people. And you can learn, like, bully and cancel. But her powers can only make people feel bad. Like, her power is KYS, basically. Oh, wait, I paused the super chats, apparently. Come on, unpause. Unpause. Oh, no, it's stuck. No. There it goes.
Sent a super chat. NGL, if I had that power, I'd do the same shit.
But it's not even how it works, though, in game or in the story, so it's like...
Miss Jasmine sent a super chat. I'll give it this. The comic book card is nice.
Yeah, whoever the artist here is did a good job. It's not their fault the story fucking sucks.
Dana_Brain sent a super chat. The DB Kids weirdly reminds me of the Rent Kids.
Yeah, just as entitled.
Adrian Parchman sent a super chat. I guess the vitiligo took over Skin much like Uncle Ruckus from Boondocks, only in reverse.
I guess. Well, no, see, her power is... Her word power makes her skin like stone, which makes her super strong. So I guess I had to read the wiki to figure out what the fuck happened here. She got caught using her powers by a robot and broke it, and so she got fired for destroying company property. And they're bitching about it. I got fired again. I can't do this anymore. I can't bounce from gig to gig for minimal wage. I'll do anything to get out of here. I hear you. I'm tired of scamming rich people for pennies. Like, why? That dude deserved to get scammed by you when you were late with his food just because he's rich? And here they are at a club in their cool-ass Hot Topic clothes, which can't be cheap, with their rich entrepreneur friend with a robot arm. And they're like, oh my god, we're so poor and struggling, you guys. And then they brainwash a dude that she bumped into. And I guess there's a woman running for president that they're campaigning for. And then they meet this guy who's like, I have a heist for you. So he's been undercover for 10 years, according to him, with the Puritans, who are the technocrats. And for this heist, he chooses a rich entrepreneur and 2 losers who just got fired from DoorDash. Like, if they just made these people a rebel band, a rebel music band from the beginning, like, you wouldn't even need all this bullshit. And then we don't find out what happens. So I have a feeling we're gonna flash back to this at some point in the game. But yeah, here's our characters, guys. Obviously, the main character has to be conventionally attractive and in tight-ass clothes. And then her best friend, who's more useless than her, and more nervous than her, and more of a loser than her, can just be fat, of course. And that's her ex-they friend, who is a bigger asshole than her, and I have no idea why these two are even together. And then there's Daddy, the only, like, tolerable character until we got Eli. And we're gonna meet these losers later, I think. I don't know why they're giving this away already. We haven't even dealt with the Pacifica people. We left Pacifica, so why are we even talking about these people? I don't know. So, yeah, this game is very confused. It doesn't even keep up with its own goddamn lore. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea. They don't set up anything. Anyway, we can talk about the Digital Circus episode now. I liked it. But the thing with Digital... I'm having, like... I think I understand the people who fell off of Hell of a Boss right now, because I'm having, like, the same experience with Digital Circus.
Nick Wolf sent a super chat. Having delivered for Panera for 2 years, I get it.
Well, yeah, I guess you get the frustration, but, like, did she really have any justification for, like, scamming that guy? You know? Like, what the fuck? But yeah, the thing with Digital Circus is it's not really taking the trajectory I expected, so I don't really know where it's going, so I don't really have much of an opinion on it right now, you know?
Adrian Parchman sent a super chat. No, I meant Liquor Sai you from last the super chat.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. It's because I'm pale as fuck in real life, yes. Yeah, the thing with Digital Circus is I wasn't expecting all of this interpersonal drama that doesn't really require the setting of being trapped in a video game. So, like, I think I have to see where it ultimately ends up in order to form, like, a solid opinion on it, you know? But I did like this episode, and I think it was some of Michael Kovac's, like, best acting he's done in his little meltdown as Jax, so... But yes, Jax's tail was suddenly back. The tail he insisted he used to have, that Pomni has never seen. His tail is suddenly back. And in this episode, the characters discovered they can make things happen with just their own willpower. So, I mean, I think maybe that's kind of the metaphor, like, you know, the world is like one big circus and it's all confusing with arbitrary rules and you feel like you're just being pushed around here and there without any agency of your own, but, oh, now you've discovered you can actually manifest your own will into this world and change things. Like, that's maybe where it's going? But I really can't fucking tell what the ultimate thesis or theme is going to be exactly, so I'm just gonna wait and see, I guess. I'm not just gonna come up with headcanons and assumptions like some people do. I'm not that invested in it either, you know? I'm just, oh fuck, I was on the wrong layer. Just not that invested in it. I mean, I like it fine. I still enjoy watching it, but I'm not, like, super duper totally into it like some people are. I'm not saying it's bad or anything. I was talking about this too, because, like, the whole thesis of my, Limus cut that I put out was, like, sometimes things are just not for you. It doesn't mean they're bad. They're just not for you. And I was talking about that with somebody in the comments, where, like, my friends had me watch Arlo, the Alligator Boy, and Centaur World, which I could not get into either. It's not that they're bad. They're just not for me.
Nicholas Tyson sent a super chat. All I care about Tadk is Kinger being mood.
Yes, I like Kinger. He's cool. I have the Kinger plush. I have Jax, Pomni, and Kinger. Because this is just what you do to support indie stuff now. You buy plushies, apparently. I have so many goddamn plushies laying around. I need to put up some more shelves. But yeah, like, I couldn't get into Centaur World, because I just don't like things that are just weird for the sake of being weird. You know, that doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't mean it's bad. I can still see it's, like, objectively a good property. It's just not for me, you know? And that's okay. I don't know what's gonna happen to Kane. I think Kane's been on too long. You know, like, he's not supposed to be operational this long. I've said this from the start. I don't think Kane knows what's going on either. I think, like, he's literally sweeping the abstractions under the rug and saying, like, everything's okay, guys, you know? So it's like, I think he's just doing his best within the limits of his programming, you know? I don't think he's the one that's trapped them there. I could see Kinger being the guy who made the game. I could see Jax also being the guy who trapped them all there. Maybe. Or Jax is just coping because he's done terrible things and he has to convince himself that he didn't care the whole time. Like, no, I just don't care about any of you people and like torturing you. Because otherwise I'd have to admit I did something really, really bad that abstracted my friend. You know, so... Omni and Jax are Deadpool and Wolverine. I don't know about that. Yeah, where's our Ming plushie, Gooseworks? Where's our Ming plushie? Best character so far. Yeah, like, I see, like, the metaphor of being, like, a young adult there. Like, yeah, that's there. And Goose did say the show is basically for, like, weird people in their 20s. So that's definitely an aspect. But, like, I guess I was... And I know Goose said it isn't supposed to be horror, it isn't supposed to be an existential thriller from the start, but, like, part of me still kind of wanted that out of it, you know? That's more my speed. Oh, hey, Billy Donuts! Hey! Billy Donuts is here, guys. Everything's gonna be okay.
Dad City sent a super chat. What's your opinion of Gaslight District?
Don't kill me, guys, but I haven't watched it yet. I might watch it eventually. It didn't really pique my interest that much. You would think something Burton-esque like that would, but, so far I hadn't really had that much interest in it, but I'll probably get around to at least watching the pilot. So, I'm not closely following everything Glitch is doing, personally. But I probably should watch it, just to watch it, you know? Keep up with what's going on the indie animation scene. Oh, and Dana Brain's got some info for us, but it's my supers are lagging.
Dana_Brain sent a super chat. Tabk feels like it's been for me since the pilot. I feel everyone has that one piece of media that tickles their brain in a really specific way that speaks to them. But I totally get it.
Yeah, I wonder what that was for me. I wonder, like, somehow the Steven Universe movie, like, fucking rearranged my fucking brain chemistry. And now I do this. But, yeah, I can enjoy something without it entirely appealing to me. And I'm not even saying, like, Tadak is unappealing to me. I just can't really... There's nothing for me to really grab onto with it, you know? I can't really see where it's going. And it's not doing anything that unique. Not to be a bitch, but it's like the fast food episode. Everyone was like, oh my god, that was so great. And I'm like, I've seen that same thing done in many things. So it was fine, but I've seen it before, you know? It's like, it's not that stand out to me, you know? But it's wildly successful. I mean, the character designs are great. I have to admit, when I did first see, like, shorts advertising it before the pilot came out, I thought it was gonna be way more edgy than it turned out being. So that's good. Oh, Gangle wasn't sad in this one. Gangle went crazy with the Tommy gun. She was real happy about that. In fact, everybody contradicted the archetype Jax insisted they are. So... But I guess that's also kind of a metaphor, like how you're expected to be a certain way depending on what kind of person you are. You know? So, I mean, I can see that too. But again, it's just not entirely clicking with me. And I'm not entirely sure why. But that's why I kind of just have to see where it's going to just even form, like, an actual opinion on what it means, you know? So many people, I think that's also their problem. They decide the meaning of things before a show is even finished. And then they get mad at the show because it doesn't follow that. Or they just cling on to their first impression of something and will not let it go no matter what. Like the fucking has-been hate them, you know? I mean, I do like Gangle and Zubal's little burgeoning friendship there, where Zubal has kind of become very protective of Gangle, you know, and they're kind of bonding. Zubal's like the cool older sibling, you know, protecting their nerdy younger sibling. You know, it's that kind of vibe. I know some people ship them, but, you know, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. Or even just like an older friend taking care of a nerdier younger friend, you know? I don't watch Oni plays, but I do like what I've seen from them. The Lightbringer jokes and the Linkara impressions and the hit the fucking Pentagon. Excuse me, I haven't seen Smiling Friends yet though. And because Smiling Friends also looks like another like, oh, weird for the sake of being weird, you know, but it does seem like an Adult Swim show, so. I'm not gonna pretend I like nothing like that. I liked Aqua Teen Hunger Force, so.
Adrian Parchman sent a super chat. Any opinion on saying LGBT plus / black? Cop traders comment.
What is that from? Like, if you're a police officer and you're black or LGBT, you're a traitor? That's retarded, is what I have to say to that. And I was like, and all these people want to be like cops bad, but bullshit, you wouldn't be the first person calling the cops if somebody mugged you on the street tomorrow. Shut the fuck up. You need some kind of law and order, or people can just do whatever the fuck they want to you. Yeah, let's abolish the police, sure. Then when somebody is coming to steal your fucking Nintendo Switch 2 from your house, who are you gonna call to stop that from happening? Are you gonna stop it? You have to get a gun then. I thought you don't like guns either. What are you gonna do? You know, it's like, I understand the sentiment that our police force is getting too militarized and they're not held accountable enough, and they should be held to a higher standard than normal people if they're going to be officers of the law. They should. You know, yes, there's a lot of problems, but you can't just abolish policing as a concept and have anarchy? You just gotta trust nobody is gonna fuck you over ever? That's unrealistic. I'm sorry. Like, you can't boil down these complex problems into just a black or white, right and wrong. These are way more complex than you want to give it credit for, you know? These people are always talking out of their fucking asses, because they have no alternate solution. Like, no, we just don't want the police telling us what to do. Okay, so when somebody fucking robs you and shoots your grandma, what are you gonna do? You know? What are you gonna do? Who are you gonna call? Can't call the Ghostbusters, they're not real. I don't think Jax is doing it as a form of protection. I think he is psychologically, like, trying to bury his guilt, you know, because like he must have done something that drove Ribbit to abstracting, and it's when he said they all treated him badly. I thought he was maybe talking about Kaufmo because Pomni had just brought him up, but I think he might have done something to Ribbit specifically that he really feels guilty about, but to like release himself from that guilt, he's decided, no, I just like messing with people and don't actually care about any of you or this place, and I'm just the funny guy who's always joking, and I'm unbothered and don't give a shit about anything. Like, I think that's his cope for whatever the fuck he did to Ribbit, you know? He has to convince himself of this, or otherwise he's going to have to wrestle with the fact that he basically got someone killed, you know? So, I think that's what's going on. Because you can see at one point during his big rant, where his, like, he looks really pissed, and all of a sudden he stops, and, like, his eyes get really big and like the weird troll smile he always has just plasters over his face. Hell, maybe we could just watch that scene. I wouldn't get like fucking copyright struck for that, right? I think. No, it says let's bring it up, whatever. Where's the scene? Internet, cooperate. Okay. It's like psychopathy. It's more than just protecting himself. Oh, fuck me. We'll just watch the whole scene. We'll start with them with the cattails on. Very important detail. What could this mean?
What?
Indeed.
We did it! We make such a good team.
Actually, we'll switch. Let's see, he pushes her back there after hugging him. Because he doesn't want to get close to anybody.
Well, to be fair, our competition wasn't anything crazy.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, she's like, whoa, that was weird, and...
I suppose this is the part where one of us betrays the other.
She's expecting him to keep going along with it.
You can betray me.
Oh, I thought this was gonna be a mutual thing.
Nah, go on, do it.
I don't really want to.
Lame! Come on, I thought you were cool.
We could just be winners. As a team.
We're not a team, come on.
What do you mean? Yes, we are.
Delusional.
Weren't we kind of bonding over being chaotic evil together?
I was merely entertaining you because I thought it was funny. Now are you gonna shoot me or what?
Did I?
Yeah, he's that guy. I just do it because it's funny, guys. Even though I'm the only one laughing and I'm the only one getting joy out of this, it's just a joke. I'm just being funny, guys. Can't you take a joke? FPS first Pomni shooter.
Do something wrong?
Ugh, you sound like Ragatha right now. No wonder we're not a team.
No, I mean, we were doing fine, having fun, talking. But you suddenly
You're not committing. Do it.
Okay.
If I shoot you right now,
Yes,
are we
he's
still gonna
gilded
be
poo.
friends afterwards?
We were never friends.
What about all that stuff you told me?
Yeah, I did tell you a lot, didn't I? Not looking forward to thinking about that tomorrow.
No, we're not doing this. You're not gonna look me in the eye and tell me nothing we've been doing together meant anything to you, because I know that's not true.
You guys have known each
Are
other
you
for like
coming
a
on to
week.
me? Yeah, that's what everybody wants. A straight couple.
Oh my god, can you take this seriously? Can you take anything seriously?
Dude, you're a cartoon clown. How am I supposed to take you seriously?
Now, I've drawn
You
sexy
reached
pictures
out
of
to
her.
me, not the other way around. You're just gonna pretend that didn't happen?
You must be misremembering.
Is this why you
Gaslighting.
didn't show up to Kaufmo's funeral?
Oh no, he has gaslighting vocals, guys! Like Gnome from Dustborn!
Take you seriously.
You reached out to me, not the other way around. You're just gonna pretend that didn't happen?
You must be misremembering.
Is this why you didn't show up to Kaufmo's funeral?
I don't show up to any funerals.
Yeah, I bet you don't. Because you're scared. You're scared you'll actually show a human emotion.
I'm scared I'll be bored to tears.
Have you ever thought that this might be what causes people to abstract in the first place?
Oh my god! Are you seriously gonna blame me for something that everybody else did too? You didn't even know him! You don't even know what people are like before they abstract!
Now see, I think he's talking about Kaufmo here. Like, Ribbit is something we haven't even touched on. He won't open that box at all. So I'm pretty sure he's talking about Kaufmo here. But yeah, that turn where he suddenly clearly gets absolutely pissed. And we saw this happen a few times. Like, Ragatha, earlier on, Ragatha, like, uses toon powers against him by accident, like he advised Pomni to do, and then he gets, like, super pissed about it.
Huh?
You know, getting close with Pomni. To corrupt her. Wait, no, wait!
Igor sent a super chat. Jax with solo packs and GL.
Yes. So yeah, so he had advised Pomni to use toon logic earlier, and then it just worked for Ragatha.
Wow, I didn't actually think that'd work.
Actually gets pissed. So yes, he is Gilded Pooh. Everything is just a joke and funny, and they have no sense of humor until he's the butt of the joke. Then he gets really, really, really mad. So yeah, let's keep watching the rest of that scene. I want to find that one shot I was talking about. Which might have been that, but let's go back.
Ever thought that this might be what causes people to abstract in the first place?
Oh my god! Are you seriously gonna blame me for something that everybody else did too? You didn't even know him! You don't even know what people are like before they abstract. They are not pleasant to be around. Like
Jax, that's you!
at all! You...
I'm...
Ah, right there! Right there, that's what I was talking about. Right there. Where, like, he calms himself down and, like, he lets, like, his fucking disassociative cartoon persona take over.
You don't even know what people are like before they abstract. They are not pleasant to be around. Like, at all! You...
I'm...
See, that's, like, fucking creepy, isn't it? Like, he just turns it off. And puts his mask back on. And I also saw an interesting comment on Reddit recently where someone had said something like, "Oh, I bet when Jax opens up finally, he'll actually talk while moving his teeth because he's been lying through his teeth this entire time." And it's like, holy shit, that is a really good metaphor. That is a really good metaphor. He's literally lying through his teeth at all times.
I'm sorry.
I'm sure you are. Whew, man. This was all sorts of embarrassing, huh? So, you're gonna shoot me or what?
He tries to change the
What
subject.
would you do if I abstracted tomorrow?
I'd move on. And probably forget about you.
He clearly didn't forget about Ribbit, so he's a liar!
Okay. I understand.
Everyone thought Pomni was gonna fucking shoot herself here.
Jeez, you really can't take a joke, can you?
You can't take a joke since the guy who gets super fucking pissed when he's the butt of the joke.
You're not the funny one!
She's right, though.
I don't think that counts.
Get him!
Hey, what are you doing?
Fight back!
Are you crazy?
I said fight back!
Stop! What's
She's
wrong
so
with
feral,
you?
feral
Why didn't you
Pomni.
fight back?
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Because I didn't fight back, that means I secretly care about you? I'm just a misunderstood little chicken fetus in an egg that needs to be cracked open. Well, I am not. I do not care about you or anyone else in this circus in the slightest. End of story. You are my playthings, and I get joy out of making you suffer. I'm the one who causes pain for fun. If I led you on, it was just to make this part hurt you more.
She knows he's full of shit. Boy's got some issues.
There's nothing more to me. So please, just stop looking.
I mean, I think there is more to you, but it's all more asshole, yeah. So yeah, that was, that sure was interesting, wasn't it? Oh, hi, Sylvester. We're just doing a short one this week, and I'll be doing more Dustborn tomorrow. So yeah. Yeah, like, oh god, we have such a break from Dustborn with actual good voice acting. Oh, delicious. Oh, what are you sending me now, Kaiser? No. I don't care what this— actually, I have a better thing to show you guys. So So if you do want to see a good discussion on it, my buddy, the real Dan the Man, just did a fucking 3.5-hour stream that we cut it down to an hour and a half if you want to watch his abridged thoughts. But go watch Dan's video on it. Go watch Dan's video hyper-analyzing it, everybody. This is my protege. He was with me on the the Hawaii Part 2 stream. So give him a watch and a subscribe. Actually, here, I will put it in the YouTube chat, which is the only one I have access to. From, it's too hot. What, is Dan too hot for you, Softsomeness? Oh my. You're saying it's too hot out, can't relate. It's finally cool here. I'm so happy. It's nice. It's like 70 degrees out. You should stop by his streams too, Billy Donuts. He's gonna be streaming more. He could use some donuts. Well, speaking of Hawaii Part 2. Yes, on the 12th anniversary of Hawaii Part 2, we did a stream.
Sent a super chat. His first time swearing in the series till now.
Is it? Oh, no wonder it was, like, emphasized. I did not pick up on that.
Majin Lifestyle sent a super chat. I have a friend who hates Jax so much that he refuses to see anything deeper with him than him being an asshole. It's like he has selective media literacy. It's one of his most annoying traits.
It's funny, because, like, that wasn't subtle at all, you know? Like, it was good. It's a good scene. Good dialogue. Good acting, but it was not subtle. And that's okay. Nothing needs to be subtle all the time, you know? Sometimes you can't just be right in your face. Oh god, it's 90 degrees where you are? Oh, can't relate. I'm so glad it's cool. I don't even have my AC on today. I just have the fans on and the windows open. It's so nice. Though my lawn is still dead. Everyone's lawn is dead. All the plants got fried. Well, Lily seems to be, like, algo chasing now, suddenly. Even though she said she was happy just being a niche channel and wanted to just blend in with all the tech channels. But I think she's regretting that decision, and she can't go back to her old name because I'm squatting on it thanks to a YouTube glitch and her own idiocy, with her custom URL. So she can't go back. She can't go back to Lily, at Lily and Orchard. I don't even know if she can get at Lily Orchard back, so she's stuck. So she just did a video on the whole drama with Visa and MasterCard controlling all the world's commerce and fucking with video game distributors. So, like, why is she suddenly algo chasing? That interests me. The last few things she's done is, like, bitching about Baldur's Gate 3 and Nom Nom Nobby games. She's really into this other pedophiles games. She did this, like, top 20 favorite games, which, you're not a gaming channel. Who the hell cares what your favorite games are, Lily? And you barely play any video games. You just play the same 5 things from your childhood. So all of a sudden now she's algo chasing and doing topical things. So Lily, please make a video on Digital Circus and make a video on K-pop Demon Hunters. You'll get views and I'll get views ripping them apart. It'll be great, Lily. Come on, Lily, do something. Anyway, Lily's been boring these days. Which is good, because, I mean, I thought people wanted her deplatformed, but apparently me being the one to vastly contribute to that is also bad, because I make money and people don't like me because I speak my mind and don't go along with the common trends. So, and I'm an older woman on the internet, which is just a crime in of itself, of course. Older women aren't allowed to be in public anywhere doing anything. We're supposed to just be at home, doing nothing, sitting at our kitchen smoking and watching Lifetime movies and regretting our life choices and hating our children if we have them. They all seem to expect me to, which tells you, but as they say, oh, how dare you call us misogynists? Don't you have kids to be taken care of? It's like, yeah, you wonder. You wonder why I say these things. Lily should review Dustboard. It's made for her. Yeah, back in the kitchen with you. Goose also says that she lies frequently about the show, just because she can, so... I wouldn't take anything Goose says at face value. So maybe that time she gave us all the characters' ages so people would shut the fuck up about shipping. What if we all abstracted tomorrow? Well, then we would have a party in the abstraction basement, guys. We'd be living our best lives. No worries, just raving in the abstraction under the floorboards.
Nicholas Tyson sent a super chat, and that's why I like you, Sai, you're a real person.
Oh, thank you for giving me money for being real. Thank you, thank you. But no, yeah, like, I think that's one reason these kids get frustrated with me, because I'm not 20 years old and can't just be bullied out of my opinions because they would rather I say something different. It's... I was like, this one kid was like, oh, you're just gonna keep giving your opinion on the word queer? You're just gonna let people keep yelling at you? I'm like, yeah, yell all you want, dipshit. It's not gonna make me change my mind. Who the fuck even are you? You know? Why should I care that you're yelling at me? You little blue-haired Karen? You know? The audacity is just so funny to me. I have it in the back. I have this one crack theory in the back of my head. What if abstraction is just what happens when somebody leaves the game? You know, and that's just what happens to their avatar. I don't think that's going to be the case, but it's just a thought I've had. Hopefully these people all grow up by their 30s, and then they too will be dealing with people in their teens and 20s. Telling them they're ignorant about their own history they experienced. And then they'll go, oh shit, this is what it's like. It's a timeless... The wheel of time keeps turning. This is always going to happen. People are always going to hit their 20s and think they know everything. And they become insufferable. It's just life. It's always going to happen. And then they get older and realize the world is not as simple as they thought, and then they have to deal with the next crop of 20-year-olds who think they know everything. And so on, until the heat death of the universe. Or the Earth blows up, whatever happens first.
Dana_Brain sent a super chat. You think Jax hears the sound of the telltale heart?
I mean, his heart was hammering pretty good in that scene where he was in the bathroom freaking out. Oh yeah, is Ragatha the only one who takes physical damage? Maybe it's because she thinks she has to. I don't know. We've seen that they do have control over the world around them, even though they don't think they do.
Miss Jasmine sent a super chat. All those baby squaters you deal with are just the Dustborn crew, minus Theo, Lamau.
Except the Dustborn crew are in their 30s, but then again, there are people in their 30s who still fucking act like that, so, yeah. And it's so funny, because you have all these kids that are online, like, you're immature because you talk about pop culture. I can't believe you lived through all these terrible things that happened, and you just want to talk about pop culture on the internet. It's like... Why is that a problem? It's like, I don't, like, fucking go into, like, stuff in my real life. Like, they act like I don't have any responsibilities or problems in my real life. Of course I fucking do. I just don't make those my content. Like some self-centered assholes do. Yeah, does Zubul take damage? Yeah, Ragatha's in her 30s. Pomni's 25. Jax is 22? And so is... Zubul, I think? I forgot how old Gangle is, but I think she's also in her 20s, and then, Kinger's, 48, I think. Is what they said. And, of course, Kane and Bubble are just AI. I am not getting into my life issues, Kaiser. Yeah, And Kinger was kind of talking to her like they were, like, you know, the old heads of the group, too, you know? So... So far, Kinger might be my favorite character. I mean, I told everybody about my basement flooding like fucking 20 years ago. So I lost my Sega Saturn. But I saved the PlayStation 2. It was harrowing. Now, is Kinger a DILF just based on what you know about him, or do you actually want to fuck the chess piece? This is a very important question. Kinger is waifu. I would like to know more about what happened to Queenie. I do have the Queenie and Kinger matching socks. I bought those. And I like buying merch sometimes. I can afford it thanks to your super chats and other jobs that I have. Well, I mean, don't you remember being young? You could never picture being in your 30s or 40s when you're in your 20s, right? But yeah, it is this weird attitude they have. It's like, do you think you're just gonna lose all your interests when you get older?
SPF sent a super chat. Hey Sai, did you know there is a guy calling you a doxer and that you love corn and apparently he thinks you look like Peter Griffin XD?
Oh yeah, I muted that guy on Twitter as he's still responding to my shit. He's like... That dude is like CC adjacent, I think. Like, he has a YouTube channel, and I think he tried making a video on me. I don't know. I just muted him, so he can just scream into the void with his terrible jokes all he wants. Like, I don't know why it makes people so angry that I just exist in my own space on YouTube and say what I want and give my own actual opinions. I don't know why that makes so many people so mad. Yeah, he like edited a Peter Griffin sprite to have purple hair to try to make fun of me. As if you guys don't all make fun of me for being from Rhode Island in the first place. And like my accent doesn't come out on stream a lot. Like, they were even trying to make PETA jokes at me, as if you guys don't always make me do the PETA, the X is here jokes, you know? Like, these people seem to think I don't have a sense of humor about myself because they don't have a sense of humor about themselves. It's so funny. It's like the CC all trying to act like I'm crashing out or something. They coordinated all these, like, little streams to do on me. And I'm not, like, even interacting with them at all. I've had more interaction with the fucking has-been kids who hate me than the CC. They're like, oh, Sai's crashing out. It's totally happening.
Tyson sent a super chat. Sai, you're Susie Meyerson from Miss Maisel then PETA.
I don't know what that is, but thank you. The accent I have is a Warwick accent, and you can tell I'm from Warwick because of how I say Warwick. You see, I'm educating you guys today. The accent Lois has is more north in Cranston. And yes, even for such a tiny fucking place, we have several different dialects. Fight me.
Hikaru sent a super chat. You suffer for our amusement.
Yes. I always say you know you're a good streamer when your chat bullies you. That's a sign of a good, healthy streamer. We were talking about my haters for a bit just now. We were talking about Digital Circus. We were talking a bit about Dustborn, which I've been playing and analyzing and being frustrated and fascinated by. Which I will be doing more of that tomorrow night. Ah, some nice Katamari music on. At some point I gotta play We Love Katamari on stream. I bet I could do that in one stream too. Now see, that's how I would stave off abstraction, would be driving you all into abstraction with, with my entertainment or something. I don't know. Can't accent. Peter, the haters are here. Surprised the haters aren't here. They never seem to come to the stream chat after they initially crashed the Spirit Science React, which the Spirit Science Reacts are never a big draw anyway. I just like doing them. That's the other thing, is people don't seem to understand that, like, I just talk about whatever the fuck I want, and just do whatever the fuck I want, and they're like, how did she have 18.5k subs? I guess people actually like what I do. Oh, it's funny. Imagine that. Imagine people liking what you do. Couldn't be them. I would rather rewatch Nostalgia Critics The Wall than play through Dustborn again. Even though it's been fun to analyze it, I would never want to play it again. Ever. Well, yeah, actually, somebody, like, quote-tweeted one of my Dustborn announcements. It was, like, the old lady who plays Skyrim, and I'm just sitting there thinking, like, I've been playing video games probably longer than you've been alive. I always love when people, because I'm a woman, right? It's because I'm a woman, isn't it? You think I must be new to video games. I get that a lot, too. It's like, oh, but you're a woman and a feminist, so you must have just gotten into video games. And it's like, I've been playing video games since you were in short pants, son. You know? Oh, your first video game was Halo 3? How cute. You know? Like, don't you backsass me. Yeah, the only reason the Dustborn streams have been fun is just because we can critique it and kind of rip it apart. I don't even care about talking about the dialogue. The dialogue is so bad and boring. The first game was Mario 64. Oh god, that makes me feel old.
Rux Clown sent a super chat. Do you plan to play Cult of the Lamb at some point?
Maybe? Cause it's like a resource strategy town building game. I don't know how interesting I can make that on stream. That's the only reason I'm reluctant to, like, stream it, you know? I haven't played it on my own yet either. So, but, I mean, we could try. We could at least do a one-shot, you know, look into it, at least, you know? But it's like The Sims. Like, I love The Sims, but I really don't feel like I can make it interesting on stream, you know? I know some people can, like, Gray Plays Games and, Call Me Kevin. They're really good at making The Sims funny. But, I don't know, I always struggle making it entertaining on stream. I just don't want to play anything that's just going to be boring to watch, you know? That's not fair to you guys. Oh, was I supposed to put snow there? Because I kind of fucked up my line here. What was I even doing? Wait a minute. I mean, I know a bit about Cult of Lamb. It's cute. I've helped ink art for some videos on it for Cougar's team, but I think Sims 3 is my favorite because I like the big living, breathing town that is always going around you in Sims 3. Like, Sims 4 was clearly going to be an MMO. Like, I could tell when it first came out that they had originally developed it to be another Sims Online before realizing what a terrible idea that is in classic EA fashion. And that's why, like, the lighting system kind of sucks and the towns are so limited. And they just never, like, really fixed it. Though I have played a lot of it. That new competitor, Paralives, looks interesting. It looks like it is a bit of a mix of Sims 4 and Sims 3. Still think that's a terrible name. They really need a better, catchier name, but
Ed Stevens sent a super chat. My aunt introduced me at SNES while I was in preschool.
Aw, that's cute. I got an NES kind of late. That was my first
Rock
game
Josiah
console.
sent a super chat. First game was Duck Hunt. My nephew didn't understand I've played a lot more games than he has on Roblox.
That's so funny. Yeah, I had the Duck Hunt Track Meet Mario 1 combo. That was my first game. I still have it. I want to put it in a shadow box one of these days. I have it lying around still as well, with an SNES Turbo controller as well. I kind of just want to put those in a shadow box, just for the fuck of it. I've always been reluctant to sell them, so... A game I should play, open the door, get on the floor, everybody walk the dinosaur. I already did it, it's called Why Won't He Hug That Gator? Stream the OG Doom? Maybe. I'm not usually into FPSs, but... That's the thing, a lot of people are like, "Sai, play this or that." It's like, it's really not a genre I'm into. Although, I still have a plan for September 19th, which is Talk Like a Pirate Day. I'm gonna play the Yakuza pirate game, and I'm gonna talk like a pirate the entire time, just because I can. And I've never played a Yakuza game before in my life, and I'm gonna start with the pirate one. With Majima. Like, I don't play Yakuza, and even I know Majima. Frames per second, yeah. Instead of FPS first-person shooter. So that's, like, September's gonna be half horror games, I think. Because I still wanted to do Cat Lady and Soma in September as, like, our start to Spooky Month. And then toward the end of September 24th through October 4th, I'm gonna be away. I'm gonna go visit my brother, finally. So I won't be streaming in that period. But we'll figure out something. I'll make sure you guys have videos or something to watch. But we're definitely still doing the spooky months gaming marathon. I think I'll be able to do both Alan Wake games and maybe Control over October. I think I can manage that. Even if we go into November, who cares? You know? Because that's the plan. I want to do Soma and Cat Lady in September, and those will take like 2 to 3 streams each. They're pretty short games, but they're really good. And then I'll do Alan Wake 1, which I have played before. I love Alan Wake 1. It is such a derpy fucking game. And like, it falls just short of being good, but I love it. I love it so much. And I haven't played the sequel yet. So we'll play Alan Wake 1, I'll introduce you guys to it. Maybe we'll play Control in between, because I think it's pretty short. And then I'll play Alan Wake 2 blind. And that'll be fun. So... I might do FNAF eventually. I do have Help Wanted, which is the first 3 FNAF games in VR. And I'm still planning to get an index. I haven't gone out and gotten it yet, but I'm still planning to replace my reverb with an index. So when I do that, we could start doing VR games as well. So that could be fun. I mean, the game streams aren't the biggest draw, but we have a good time. At first, I thought of making a separate gaming channel, but, you don't seem to be punished for having a variety of videos anymore in the algorithm, so I'll just stick with this for now. If only you could easily move videos over between channels, that would be helpful. Yeah, Control is like a game in between that is sort of related to Alan Wake. It's like a spin-off. That's all I know about it. I never played it. So, oh, you know what? Now's a good opportunity to show you guys the shading trick I learned. Because we're getting toward... We've got like a half hour left. I said I was going to stream. Have them both on the same color? Okay, so this is a cool color trick I learned recently. So you duplicate your color flats. You put a blank layer in between. You take your color flats, and you just adjust the tone of them. So, like, you take down the luminosity a bit. You adjust the hue a little bit to your liking. Or whatever you think would be good shadow colors. Maybe up the saturation. And you clip it to the blank layer below. And now any lines you make will show up in those colors. So it's an easy way to get more dynamic shading in different colors. So if I was just gonna go through and shade her now, like, it's different colors on the hair, different colors on the sleeve. It's like such a shortcut. And the best part is you can keep adjusting that top layer however you want. So he's like, oh, I don't quite like that. You could up the saturation still. You could adjust the hue still for different lighting. I'm gonna be using this a lot. Somebody posted a TikTok showing this in my Discord, and I was like, holy shit. It's one of those things where it's like, it's such a simple solution. It's such a simple shortcut that you're mad you didn't think of it yourself. In fact, I do like that better. I might actually make myself some character sheets with, like, shadow colors and use it this way. I'm thinking of doing that, because I could put character sheets up in the sub view and just color pick from there, too. So, it's definitely a great shortcut for shading. So, that's definitely super fucking handy. Might delete the one in between. I might keep that shade layer. See, unless I delete the clipped layer, that's what the shadows look like, so... It's way better than just... Because usually what I'd do is I'd make a linear burn layer, and then I'd shade in, like, a purple color or something. Or just any kind of color that would contrast. You know, that's usually what I'd do. And then I'd use gradients to, like, you know, change it here and there. Like, let's put a lighter pink in there or something. I'd use gradients like that. I might still use gradients on the shadows, so I just like doing that. But, yeah, it's way more efficient. And this program is Clip Studio Paint, which I highly recommend. It's usually pretty inexpensive. Let's just go to the website. So, I also have an affiliate link in my description. If you want to get Clip Studio Paint, you can use my affiliate link. It helps me out. So it's pretty inexpensive, actually. So there's a perpetual license for Windows, which means you only pay once, but there's also an update pass. So you pay like $14.99 to get all the updates within that period. So you can pay as you go for updates. It seems like we're going back to the way things used to be, where you would buy a program and then you bought physical disc updates as they came out. So the Pro version is $58.50 right now. It goes on sale a lot. All you need is the Pro version. You do not need the EX version. Unless you're working with a team or you're publishing directly to Webtoon, or you need, like, advanced print and publishing tools, you don't need the EX version. The Pro version has everything. It used to be only the EX version had, like, 3D models and stuff. Not anymore. Now the Pro version does. I only have the EX version because I got grandfathered in from Manga Studio 5 EX. When it was still that program. And I got a free update, which was pretty cool. So yeah, $60. $60, and it's one of the best illustration and comic... It's definitely the best comic program. It's really good for illustration, too. I stopped using Photoshop completely after a while, and now I don't even use Adobe anymore. But it does go on sale a lot, too. So sometimes it'll be on sale for like $30. That's a steal. But yes, if you want to get Clip Studio, you can just go down into the description of any of my videos, and there's an affiliate link. I'm just short it out there. But no, I've been using this program for a long time, and I really like it a lot. And it's really good for like the comic paneling and everything. Because like I think I've shown off how the comic panels work, but like I have them all as separate folders. And you can just keep adjusting the panels as you go. So say if I decide I want, I don't know, like this panel to be like a little smaller. Like I'm thinking, because I'm gonna have like a little thing up here that's just like a top passage of time, you know, like a little, you know, like Batman. But say I say, oh, I want this a little smaller. I can just whoop. I can just adjust the panel as I need. Oh no, Rose has no head. But yeah, you can just adjust the panels as you need. You can even have them impact the panels around them. So here's a option that says keep gutters aligned. So I can say horizontal and adjacent. So now if I move this panel, the other panel moves. So it's a real good way to like adjust your layout on the fly. And like if I move it up, the one above it moves. Oh. I think, what was the other option? All, well, that's just the same difference, really. But yeah, and then they all have masks on, so I could turn the mask off.
Sawesomeness. Sent a super
You
chat.
see the rest
You're
of the-
like Frank Miller before he lost his mind smile.
Am I? I might lose my mind eventually. But see, I take off the clipping, and you can see all the gradients, and you can see outside of the panel where I've drawn things. So if you need to draw outside of the panel, you can turn the clipping off, and then, or the mask off, then boop, you just turn it back on, and all of your sketchy areas are gone. So, because it's always good to sketch beyond the panels when you're sketching. You know, because, like, I think if I, like... Let's see. Because, like... What if I turned off the one on the... Will we be able to see my sketch, maybe? Yeah, you can see the gradients when I turn it off. Because I didn't even bother to do, like, a selection area. You know, but then I just put the mask back on, and boop! There, everything that's supposed to be in that panel showing is there. So, it is the best. It was made for comic drawing, this program. So if you want to do comic art, it's definitely worth the price. And it's a perpetual license. But say there's a big update that came out. Like, here's the update pass. Say there's a big update that came out, and it's like, oh, I want that. Oh, it's not even that expensive. So you pay like $10 for the entire year, and you get to upgrade to, you know, the next version, and get any of the other updates they add, or any of the other tools they add. And they're always adding tools. Always adding tools. Yeah, the sub is more for mobile. I also have it on my iPads, and it has a cloud service. So you can save your art, upload it to the cloud, open the program on your iPad, download the file, work on it, re-upload it to the cloud, download it back on your computer. So you can send files back and forth. It's really good. Also, their liquefy tool was like the first thing that made me go, God damn, Adobe is useless. As they have like the best liquefy tool. I'll just make a new illustration. Like, let me just put some color down. I'll show you guys. Or just some dots, I don't know. But yeah, so their liquefy tool, you can just use it on any part of the drawing. You can use it on multiple layers. People use this shit to adjust their sketches all the time. Look at this. It's way better than Adobe's.
Nicholas Tyson sent a super chat. SUAU idea Rosemary's Ozzy Osbourne like rockstar.
It just becomes my dad the rock star. Yeah, but yeah, their liquefy tool is like, so you have to go into like a different like fucking filter screen in Photoshop to do this shit. Isn't it crazy? I actually don't follow a lot of art YouTubers, but I do have a private playlist of like art tutorials that are interesting. I do watch art advice sometimes. But yeah, it's like, it's so good. It's so fucking good. And like I said, you can actually liquefy multiple layers, I'm pretty sure, because like you can definitely move multiple, you can transform multiple layers at the same time too, because these are two different layers, so that's also very convenient. You know? Can we liquefy multiple layers? I'm pretty sure we can. Yes. So I'm liquefying both layers at the same time. But that blue is still its own layer. Check that out. That is so powerful. So I'm manipulating both layers, but they're still on separate layers. It's so good. It does have a bit of a learning curve. It is a bit of a complicated program, but once you have the hang of it, it's so good for art. And it's definitely like... And there's a whole store of assets, like the main penciler and the main inker I use are both downloaded assets, like another user made. So yeah, highly, highly, highly recommend. Highly recommend. And also, I have an affiliate link! Oh man, we've covered a lot of topics today. Well, yeah, of course it has similarities to Braceface in the artistry. It was made in fucking Canada. That's like one of my favorite parts of my original SU video responding to Lily. Is that I saw My Dad the Rockstar for the first time in my life. I just saw a picture of it and immediately pegged it as a Canadian animation. There's a few people on the comments on the gay rep video who are actually legitimately pissed at me for shitting on Canadian animation, and it's like, look, I don't like Canadian animation, but I'm playing it up, for God's sakes, you know? I think that's a lot of other people's problems. Like, they don't realize I'm being entertaining, you know? Like, of course I'm gonna play up certain things. But it's like they don't... that's the funny thing about the haters and the CC being after me. Like, they don't believe the things I say. It's so weird. I say I'm not in the art commentary community, and I have absolutely no interest in being in the art commentary community. And they're like, what are you talking about? Of course you were trying to join. It's like, no, I really wasn't. I say I'm an entertainer first and foremost, and then they're surprised when I make things into jokes. It's... it's like, are you just too used to being around people who never say their real opinions and always have ulterior motives that you just assume that I must be bullshitting you when I say these things? You know? Like, I don't get it. It's very telling of the quality of their own character, though, that they just think I must have some sort of nefarious ulterior motive, and I can't possibly actually hold the opinions I state that I hold, you know? It's so strange. And you think I'm the bad person? When that's your first assumption of somebody, that you can't believe somebody can actually be sincere about the things they stand for and how they see the world? Like, okay. So what does that say about you? That you're just constantly lying about what you believe just to be in the in crowd, which is what a lot of these commentary community people are, because they don't believe any of, like, the progressive stuff they say because it doesn't reflect in their actions. They just say it because that's the cool kid thing to say. They don't even, like, understand what they're talking about half the time. Oh, I should call them nerds, geeks, freaks, and babies. I've already said Lyle Convoy should go to Weenie Hut Jr. I will be cutting down some more of my Lio tent. I need to do some editing. That's another reason why I'm not streaming tonight. I need to do some fucking editing.
Hikaru sent a super chat. Yes. Entertainment is for our amusement, sigh.
Yes. No, like, I mean, I know we get into some doomer topics sometimes, and we get into, like, some social justice topics sometimes, but overall, I want to entertain people, and, you know, not everything, like, we hear about all the shit happening in the world 24/7. Sometimes people need a fucking break. They need to live their own lives. They need to have entertainment. They need to have a relief from these types of things. And that's what I'm aiming at doing. I'm not an activist. I'm an entertainer. I'm the person you come to when you're done with activism for the day. Which you're allowed to be at some point. Like, not everybody can care about everything in the world. They have to prioritize, you know? And I have decided to prioritize being a silly bitch online and entertaining people. And some people don't like that. If you're worried about me yelling, I'm in a Weenie Hut Juniors. So I'm not going to. No, none of them want to be entertaining. They just want to yell at people, and they want to be right, and they want to be able to bully people, and they just want people to adulate them. And this is why they don't do numbers. This is why they're mad at me for doing numbers. But they all just assume you think the same way they do. And they all assume you're going to be aware of all their stupid inter-community bullshit. Like, they're all constantly bringing up, like, past dramas nobody but them fucking care about. And they expect you to know and also care. It's like... No, touch grass, you know? And they're the ones always telling other people they need to go outside. It's like, your entire life is these fucking Discord beefs with people you don't even really know. Like, none of you people are actually friends. You're just, like, randos on the internet. And they treat it so fucking seriously. Sour cream and onion. I know those brothers. Yeah, I think people are sick of negativity, you know, as well. I mean, I'm not gonna pretend I don't make fun of and bitch about things, but I think I bring some positivity as well, and I get people interested in shit I like. And even with the Dustboard stream, yes, I'm tearing it apart, but I'm also talking about the things that did well and the things that could have done well. I mean, they're all... Lio and friends are already irrelevant. If you ask the average person on the internet about Lio Convoy, they would have no idea who the fuck you're talking about. It's like I don't expect people to know me off the top either, you know? It's like, who do you think you are?
Sent a super chat. Boo-boos. I think you want that hospital.
Oh, boo-boos. Steven Universe mentioned, man, you know? Haven't heard about Steven Universe in a while. Yeah, I think that's why these guys are also, like, humorless bitches, because they just want to be angry and mad and negative all the time, so humor is, like, a threat to them. Yeah, somebody on Twitch said, who is Lyle? There you go! Who is Lyle Conrad? Yeah, I deeply fucking suspect many of these people who use "get a job" as an insult are not employed. I deeply suspect this. Or if they are, they work at fucking McDonald's or something, and it's like, okay, you're not one to talk there, buddy. Even though I think McDonald's workers should have living wages, but you know, it's besides the point.
Awesomeness. Sent a super chat. Joke's on you. I was already a big Little Shop fan.
Hey, awesome. Always good to hear.
Freak Animation sent a super chat. You fact check and showing us the whole scene for context, which is what these critics avoid doing in their videos. That's why I like you.
Aw, thank you. Yeah, I mean, if I was going to criticize something in a piece of media, I would criticize the text. Not just bitch about it in a way that's popular to bitch about because people have a misogynistic parasocial hatred of the creator for no real good reason. Really. Other than she is a woman who is succeeding, so we have to drag her down somehow. I had a guy the other day, like, saying, oh, you're just using misogyny as, like, a go-to. Is that the only thing you can say? I'm like, do you think misogyny just doesn't actually happen? Do you think it doesn't occur ever? You know, there are instances where sometimes something just does come down to misogyny, and I think we can say that and talk about it, don't you? You know? People act like it's an accusation. It's like, not really. I'm just saying your whole problem with this woman seems to come down to nothing more than she is a woman. Because all of your complaints are just made up, or spurious, or bad faith. What the fuck other motivation do you have exactly? You know? If you could give me one good reason you think this way, I wouldn't be calling you a misogynist. And you can have unconscious biases, even if you think you don't. You can still be accidentally misogynist or racist or whateverist without even thinking about it, just because you have unconscious biases that are ingrained in you by the society around you. So to pretend like that can't happen is also dangerous. You know, it's okay to admit when you've had a lapse in judgment and accidentally given into some unconscious prejudice. It's okay to admit that. It's healthy to admit that. In fact, more people should be able to admit that. And then we can have an actual conversation about these things. You know? But instead, it's like, oh my god, you said something that upset me once? You're an evil person forever! You know? Which is just unproductive. It doesn't solve anything, but the thing is, they don't want to solve anything, these so-called keyboard warrior activists, or people who think they're activists anyway, don't know the first goddamn thing about real activism. They don't want solutions, they just want people to yell at. That's the problem, and that's why these people shouldn't be taken fucking seriously. Because they are a roadblock to actual meaningful change. It's like the assholes who want to, like, protest climate change but just block the road so they can be seen doing
Cryohazard
it.
sent a super chat. You're right, because somebody told me to get a job while I was working overtime this morning, kicking them out of the station. Good times.
He said, get a job to you while you were doing your job? That's amazing. People are so fucking stupid, man. I gotta say, the first thing you should ask yourself when someone is, like, bitching and moaning and yelling at you is, okay, number one, who is this person? Number two, does their opinion actually matter? Because all these people, like, they seem to think they're so goddamn important, and that their opinion needs to be heard, and it's like, they're not saying anything and they're fucking nobody. It's like, why should anybody care what you're saying or what you think? Give us a reason to care. Give us an actual argument for whatever the fuck you're mad about, instead of just going, you need to listen to me or else you're a bigot, and I'm gonna tell everyone you're a bigot. And it's like, what are you even mad about? You need to, like, articulate, use your big kid words, be an adult, you know? Tell us what the issue is, and then we can solve the issue if there is in fact an issue. But you just want to be mad. That's the problem. I hate people like that. It's like, my first instinct is to always find solutions. Other people's first instinct is, no, we have to bitch and moan about it for 20 minutes first. How about we just find the solution and then you can complain? How about that? You know, instead of wasting time bitching and moaning about what should have been done or what could have been done or who did what or pointing fingers, let's solve the problem first. Duh. But yeah, these people don't want to solve the problem, they just want to complain. And they just want to feel important. And they're usually the most insufferable motherfuckers ever. Yeah, there is one funny video out there of a mom confronting Leo. Actually, since we're gonna wrap up soon, let's just go find that. Let's just go find that. It's glorious. It's fucking glorious. And it's a really British mom too, which makes it even funnier. Let me see if I can find it. It's so funny. Yes! Here we go. So this is Lost Stardust Media. Stardust was reacting to it. And Lyle gets wrecked by an angry mom.
Karen, for God's sake.
Okay. I think it's on the mom already where I am. Let me, somebody just have the timestamp in the comments. Come on.
The clown music is going with you, dude. That is your theme music. It's not this kid's. It's yours. How? How can you have that many in 3 months? It does.
Okay, let me just look at because I know what the lady starts off saying. Let me just look it up at the transcript. And she's like, I don't like his bloody attitude. There we go. Let's hear this. This is gonna be cathartic, you guys.
Yeah, that was an invention of your own imagination. So how did they manipulate you?
It's just that I don't think he was so much manipulated.
And again, you can tell the person Lio is talking to clearly has some sort of cognitive delay. And these are the only people he can feel powerful over because he is a sad, pathetic little man.
I just assumed he got
He
therapy.
sounds confused.
So you weren't manipulated. So you lied. Because you're scared of
Jesus
consequences
Christ, John.
for your lack of action.
It's just, I mean...
Right, who the fuck is this you're talking to? Because I really do not like his bloody attitude.
W mom! W angry British mom! Who is this you bloody talk to? I do not like his bloody attitude. Let's listen to Lio get yelled at by a real parent.
For your lack of action.
It's just, I mean...
Right, who the fuck is this you're talking to? Because I really do not like his bloody attitude. Switch the fuck...
Ooh, mom comes in. Damn, go ahead.
That's
go
right.
ahead, mom. Ooh, dude, I hope if I have kids, I'm this type of lady. Holy, go ahead.
Goals.
Oh my god, I can't wait for this.
So you weren't manipulated. So you lied.
Oh, she also
Because you're
rewound
scared
it.
of consequences.
Hikaru
your
sent a
lack
super
of
chat.
action.
Good on that mom looking after her kid.
I know, right? And like, we've heard other calls where Lio is like acting like he's a parent too. Where he's like, your kid was rude to one of my kids. And when he says kids, he means 19-year-old he adopted over the internet who he's been talking to since they were 13.
Dude, if I will tell you, if I had a kid and I heard a grown man talking to my kid this way, and my kid was on the spectrum, even if they weren't on the spectrum, honestly, I would go in so hard. I would be ready to somebody. I'm not even kidding. I would, if somebody were talking to
That's
my kid
cool,
like
Stardust,
this,
but I want to
if
hear
I
the
were
rest
talking
of the
to my kid
British
like
mom.
this and I knew where he lived, like, goddamn. In Minecraft, it would not be good. Oh my god, this woman is so based.
It's just, I wouldn't. I mean,
Right, who the is this you're talking to? Because I really do not like his bloody attitude.
Hell yeah.
Switch the fuck.
Oh my god. Badass.
I don't blame her for
Right,
reveling
you
in
just
it.
don't have any
meet
contact
my
with him.
mother.
Yeah. Just turn it off, Callum, for God's sake. Like, nobody else ever made a bad bloody judgment in their life. Right, that's enough.
All
That's
I did
enough.
was make a bad.
Based. Not like
Based.
no one else has made a bad bloody judgment in their life. Holy
And then there's a real functional adult saying, just hang up on him. You don't need to talk to this guy. Just hang up on him. And these are the only kind of people he can get in his circle. It's like every time Malcolm asks one of these kittens, what do you like about Lio? What are his good qualities? There's always this long, pregnant pause. And they all say the same thing. Oh, I haven't really thought about that. Why are you listening to this guy? Why do you stay on calls with him? Why do you give a fuck what he thinks? He's nobody. He's a loser.
go ahead.
Bad judgment, okay?
No, you covered up for a child predator, you worthless
This is not
idiot.
what you need to be listening to. It's people like this that are bloody
Yeah,
trolls.
people like
That's
this
all
that
they are.
actually have standards where you didn't raise your kid.
God,
You're
standards,
worthless.
right?
You're
Just
sitting here
cut it
raising a
off, Callum.
30-year-old
You
to
don't
excuse
have
child
anything more to do.
predators. You are a worthless
Okay.
parent and you have a worthless...
Cut him off. Yeah.
And the mom just hung up on him. It's short, but oh, it's so satisfying.
Yeah.
Switch it off.
Go ahead, run away, Cameron. Run away from the consequences, just like you always do. I bet...
Harry's like saying, "Go ahead and run away," and it's like, dude, this autistic man's mom is clearly very angry with you, and you don't give a shit. Like, who does he think he is that he can talk like this to people? You know? Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway, I'll spend the next 5 minutes working on this still. Apparently Stardust is still around. She's under a different name now, is what I've heard. I'm glad she's still streaming, because she's funny. But, oh shit, what did I do with my pen? I got so excited to listen to Lio, I misplaced my pen.
Jer Bear sent a super chat. I think it's 'cause Leo enables their shitty behavior.
That's part of it, but clearly they have a lot of these, people who aren't the brightest, clearly have some kind of delay and mental issues and autism. Here it is, it went under my video game controller on my desk. Yeah, Lio is the epitome of fatherless behavior. But yeah, so the people around Lio either get enabled by him and are degenerates, or they're hapless autists who just got pulled into this web and just don't have the wherewithal to know that they can just fucking leave and they don't have to talk to these people, you know? So I don't think Stardust did anything. I think she got harassed by Lio's group, so she disappeared for a while. I think that's what happened. I'm not sure, though. Don't quote me on that.
Space Frog sent a super chat, but sigh, this was
Let's have
like
a
2
nicer
weeks
song
ago.
at the end.
Leo's changed.
Yeah, oh, that shitty thing Lio did was just 5 hours ago. Get over it, guys. He's changed. He's really sorry. Even though he's not sorry, he's now currently arguing with people about the Rosa call on Twitter again. And saying, well, you abuse mentally disabled people too, so what I did couldn't have been bad. So he's not fucking sorry. He was never sorry. Even in his apology, he was like, I'm sorry that I let Peaches bring it too far. Takes absolutely zero fucking accountability. Guy is a piece of shit, and anyone who sweeps for him, I don't know what the fuck you're getting out of it. He's gotta have some shit on you, that's all I can assume. Like, fucking Beckett insists he's not sweeping for Lyle, but he runs off to, like, every little stream to defend the guy tooth and nail, and it's like, what are you doing? What is possibly worth this? It is a little creepy, though, how everyone who like, not everyone, obviously not me or Malcolm or Tyler, but, like, everybody, like, a bunch of these people who started out criticizing Lio now are, like, his fucking minions. Like, how the fuck does this man have, like, mental power over you? What is the matter with you? He's fucking nobody. Just because he speaks with an air of authority doesn't mean he has any. Anyone who sleeps for Lio is coping and seething. Da-bum-bo! Well, Gilda's a piece of shit anyway, but he pretends to embrace it. But he's just like Jax, where he's like, I'm the cool guy who doesn't take anything seriously and isn't bothered by anything. And then as soon as he's the butt of the joke, he gets super fucking pissed. Even if it's like a much more mild joke than whatever the fuck he was saying. I don't know if he has dirt on them. Like, they all better be having, like, satanic orgies where they're sacrificing goats to make any of this fucking worth it, you know? Like, Jesus Christ. What is worth putting up with the headache of these fucking people? Like, as soon as I realized what they were doing to me, I just stopped interacting with them all. And then they still tried to go out and say, oh, Sai's crashing out, oh my god, she's the new lol cow, and it's like, nobody bought it. And now, like, nobody cares. They definitely use cult tactics, though. Like, Aiden Underground is not wrong, when he says the Senate calls are a lot like the recordings from Jonestown. Not when everybody was dying. The recordings from Jonestown where they would have shame sessions like that, where they would pick one person and have, like, you know, 24 people sitting around them telling them what a shithead they are to keep them under control. You know, it's cult tactics. You can say I'm, like, fucking over-exaggerating or being dramatic all you want, but I'm firm on that. It is cult tactics. A group doesn't have to be a full-blown cult to utilize them.
Tyler Preston sent a super chat. I would not be surprised to hear that either Leo or Lorsch are caught grooming children in Roblox the next day.
I doubt either of them play Roblox, though. They're both too lame. Apparently Lily's been playing Sea of Thieves again. I did have this dream of rolling up on her with a group in Sea of Thieves to grief, or all talking like pirates. I think one person said they want to be the cowboy of the group. That's even funnier. I doubt it'll ever happen, though, because I don't know how you can find someone in Sea of Thieves, but if it's possible, that's my dream. Just roll up on Lily going, aye! Ahoy there, Lily and Orchard! Prepare to be boarded! Yep, Twin Fame, the Manson family, they all did shit like that. All did shit like that. Anyway, so I got some coloring done. I promise next week I will be on to the next pages. We might do a react. We could go back to Shad. We could do more Lio. Maybe I'll just pit Lio and Shad against each other from the last poll. But I just want to watch more videos of Lio and his lion mask. I don't care what the fuck he's even talking about. I just want to watch more of him in the lion mask. Because it amuses me. Also, on Discord right now, if you were to go into the GIFs and type in Lio Man Bad, all one word, there's a special GIF in there now. You can all use it and enjoy it. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up there, guys, but thank you for coming by. I did say it was gonna be a short one this week. I will be back with more Dustborn tomorrow. Let me see if anybody is streaming that I can raid on YouTube right now. Let me check.
Langing sent a super chat. Makes me think of Dr. K's video addressing leaving incels behind. But, what do we do with toxic people like Leo, or Lily? They tend to hurt people.
We mock them. At least that's my strategy. Power of mockery is, very underestimated. People don't appreciate what my clownery can accomplish. Let's see. Is anybody streaming? No, but you hear the music we're listening to right now? That's dated from Ill-Advised Records. So I'm gonna send you to one of his 24/7 music streams. So that's what we'll be sending you guys now. So whoever fell asleep during this will wake up to the Weather Channel. Anyway. Anyway, thank you for coming by, guys. Even though this was just a short, yappy stream, I'm glad you guys enjoyed. I will be back with more Deathborn tomorrow night, and we can just all go fucking crazy. I'm going to spend tonight doing some editing, so I can get another edit-cut video out, hopefully in 2 weeks. And probably next month I should do some more editing for when I'm going to be on my vacation. But anyway, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for your super chats and your support as always, and I will see you guys probably tomorrow night if you come by. See you later.